Welcome everybody to another episode of Snake Prince Vlogs. I'm your host Prince Elias, and today I wanted to do a little bit of an update video. It's been a while since I made a snake vlog, updating you on my collection as well as introducing y'all to some of the future breeders of creative reptiles. And you know, I do have other snakes that are not going to be breeders. They're going to be educational purposes only, but I'll introduce them separately. This is strictly future breeders, things I have planned for the future of creative reptiles. But this video specifically is class of 2025/2026, because they're hatchlings or even subadults. I might wait for the subadult video. The video right now is the hatchlings. They got to grow up, and it's gonna take a while. Some of them it might take 2 years, some it might take more. I'm not in the camp of rushing these animals to grow. I feed them appropriately and accordingly, and just letting nature take its course. I'm not trying to rush, especially my females. I'm not trying to rush them to be up to size just to breed. But so that's why I say 2025 slash class of 2025/2026, because it may take that long, maybe even longer. But this is what I think will be the starting lineup. But anyways, let's go ahead and do the update. And of course, you can see behind me, they're right here. I have a new rack system that I bought when I went to NARBC St. Louis. And of course, I have Husbandry Pro, so I made custom labels for all my snakes via Husbandry Pro, and I have it on their enclosure. So let's go ahead and do the introductions. All right, first introduction, we're going to do Esmeralda. She is a clown, just a single gene clown, but she is visual, and she is key to future projects because I have a lot of het clown snakes. I have some het clown snakes in Project Dark Mode. I also have some het clown snakes in Project Pied. Those are my two main projects. I do have other projects that I'm going to be working on soon, like VPI Exanthic, but for the clown, I have so many hits, and because I have so many hits, especially in males, I needed a visual female. So that was her purpose of me buying her. And I love the clown pattern. Don't get me wrong, I love clown. The only beef and gripe I have with clown, which is why I'm not going to breed a lot of them, is that I feel like the hobby is oversaturated with clown, as well as everybody is basing morphs and genetics and what they like based off whether it's good in clown. And I don't think one gene should determine how the market goes, or you know, because people like, oh, I hate pastel because it don't look good in clown, or I hate this because it don't look in clown, or I hate clown pies because it don't. It's like, y'all, shut the fuck up. Clown is good, clown is great, but clown should not be the end-all be-all, which is why me personally, for creative reptiles, I'm not going to be breeding a lot of clowns. She might get 1 or 2 clutches in her life, to be honest, because I'm not really trying to be clown heavy. But I do love her. I think she's beautiful. I think she's amazing, and she's dope. And you know, she first started off eating live, and shout out to Ryan, RK Exotics. He's the same guy I got Avicii from. I got her from him. He tried to convert her to frozen thawed. He tried his best, but she refused. And then one day I decided, okay, well, I feed all my frozen thawed one day and my live the next day. So let me just feed all the hatchlings in the rack frozen thawed who eat frozen thawed and leave her be. And she was hunting. She was mad because she could smell it. And so I just said, well, let me try. Let me test the waters. And I offered frozen thawed, and she took it. No problem. So I guess she kind of had to get jealous that all the other neighbors next to her was eating, and she wasn't. She didn't want to wait till the next day to eat live. She'd rather just eat right then and there. So she converted, ate frozen thawed, and now we're good. And maybe I'll do a video on why I prefer frozen thawed over live, but there's a million videos on YouTube about that, and there's a whole debate. You know, some people are like, if you feed live, you're a monster. If you feed frozen thaw, you're an idiot. I ain't got time for all that, but I will share in a separate video why I prefer frozen thawed over live. But I'm just happy that she converted, she ate it, she smashed it, and I will be feeding her again tonight. I'll be feeding this whole rack tonight, because it's been, yeah, I think it's been 7 days since they ate last. So yeah, so that's Esmeralda, my clown ball python. Just a simple single gene clown. And she is going to help with the odds and prove out these hets that I have. The males, at least. So, and the males, the het clown males that I have, they have other genetics in them that are a part of other projects. So I'm not strictly just going off clown. You know what I'm saying? Everybody except for maybe 2 has other genetics in them. Some codoms, some other recessives. I think it's only 2 a part of this class that has just single genes. And speaking of single genes, let me get out my male for Project Dark Mode, who's going to help me with a lot of Project Dark Mode. And that is, hello, sir. He's hunting for food. He knows it's been 7 days since they ate, so he's like, where's my food? You'll get it tonight, sweetheart. But this is a proper introduction to Facilier. I have not given him his own proper video because when I first bought him from a reptile show, he was a whopping 52 grams. Yeah, 52 grams. I don't think the breeder gave him a meal at all. I think the only meal he had in his life was the yolk out of his egg. But he is growing. He is thriving. He is eating like a monster, like a champ. He's been smashing food. And he's given me, what, two sheds? Yeah, 2 sheds. I think after this next feeding, he'll go into shed again. But he is amazing. And he is a black pastel, just a single gene black pastel. But even though he's just a single gene black pastel, he is integral in a lot of Project Dark Mode because I love the darker snakes. And there are some allelic combos that I think will work wonders with him, that he will be integral with. And also he is a backup for one of my females. I have a pairing, a dream pairing that I want, and I will introduce those 2 as well. But just in case, you know, my male that I have does not go, or does not, you know, they're not compatible, or they don't you know, hit it off first season, I will have him as a backup. They say you always need a backup male. So yeah, so that is pretty much why I got him. And there are some projects that I'm doing and that I'm striving for that I don't want 6, 7, 8 genes in both parents. You know, sometimes single gene parents are best, whether it's the male side or the female side, especially when you have a snake with like 6 or 7 genetics, probably 2 recessive and 3 codoms or whatever. You gotta, you know, it gets to a point, because I've seen it with some breeder friends of mine and some people I look up to. You get to a point to where you can't tell what's in the snake, and I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to look and say, okay, that has this and that. So yeah, he is Facilier, my black pastel, and again, he is smashing food. He's doing well. But when I first bought him from the Reptile Expo in Jackson, Tennessee, he was skin and bones, looked like fresh out the egg, in 52 grams. So that's why I did not give him a proper intro video when I first got him, because I wanted to make sure he was thriving and eating well, pooping well, shedding well, before because I don't want to introduce him and then he croak on me, you know what I'm saying? But he's doing great. He's doing great in the collection, in the family, and I love him. I love him. I love black pastel, and I love it equally as I love black hair, and I love what both those codoms do both those combos do together, as well as with other genes that we will get to. So let me put him up. So Facilier, put you up, and he's hunting for food because he knows it's go time. I fed a lot of my adult snakes last night, but I'm doing the hatchlings tonight, and so yeah, they are like in my, oh shoot. So we got one in shed. This next girl, I won't have her out long, but she's in shed. And oh, she pooped, so I gotta clean that out. But I'll make this quick. But y'all already met her in a separate video. This is Shuri. She is a yellow belly, and she's in shed. You see she's in blue, but she's a yellow belly, 100% het DG, as well as 100% het pie. So she is key to my pie, Project Pie. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put her back because she's in shed, and I will clean her poop after this vlog. Matter of fact, I'll just take this paper towel out now, and I'll wipe everything down when I get through recording. Thank God she pooped in the paper towel, and I just get scoop it up, so it made it a lot more sanitary. And all my babies are on paper towels. I don't have substrate because they're young, and some of these, they're all in quarantine together because I got them around the same time, and so everybody's in quarantine together as a collection. And so far so good, everybody's good and healthy, but paper towels is great for hatchlings and quarantine snakes, so that's why but yeah, I will clean her enclosure and after the video. But let's go ahead because I don't want this video to run too long. To the next one. Oh, and you poop too. Look at you. I'll be cleaning out some cages in a few minutes, but this is my powerhouse male. He also had his own intro video, but I just want to update y'all since I have him. And this is, he is the powerhouse male that Facilier is the backup for, just in case he just doesn't go the first season, he doesn't breed or doesn't want, not interested in the girls, you know what I'm saying? And that is, and he might be in shed too, or going into shed. Everybody's going into shed, so everybody might not eat tonight. But anyways, this is my powerhouse male, my boy Scar, that I got from Tommy at Inky Clouds. And as you can see, Scar is like one of my favorites as far as morphs. And I don't want to tell y'all the wrong information. He is, ooh, you pooped bad. He is a blackhead, phantom, red striped, cinnamon, pos het clown, no, het clown, pos het hypo, because one of his siblings proved out hypo, so, or step siblings, I will say, from a different clutch. So the dad proved out hypo, basically. So I will get him shed tested for that hypo, because if he is 100% head hypo, I do have 100% head hypo female that he will go great to in the future. But he is part of Project Dark Mode, which is all about the darker genes, making the darkest snakes possible. And I just love his design. When he hatched out and Tommy had posted pictures of his clutch, him and his clutch mates, I was like, yo, that is fire. And I messaged her and I was like, that's a holdback. And she was like, maybe. And then, like, I guess weeks later or months later, she was like, you know what, I think about letting him go. And I was like, I'm on it. I want that. So, and thank God for payment plans and Tommy being very patient with me on paying him off. But, ooh, the day she sent him, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic. And I love him. And he's so sweet. Smashing food. Always a great eater. But yeah, that is Scar, my blackhead phantom, red stripes, cinnamon, het clown, pos het hypo. And I'm going to stick him in this temporary because his tub is trash, and I'm definitely going to clean that out after this video. So I'm putting him in one of the empty bins of this rack for right now. All right, next up we have the queen of Project Pied. And she thinks she's about to eat right now, but she's not. Ma'am, get it together, get your life. She's very food motivated, which is a good thing. You want that in a snake. She's very food motivated. Never had issues eating, and she was another one that converted from live to frozen thaw real easily, and that is Kora from Mike at Herb Collectors. She is a pastel pie. She is part of Project Pie, because just like with Esmeralda, I have a bunch of snakes in my collection that are het for pied. Like Namor, one of my sub adults, y'all see him in another video. He is 100% het DG het pie, and so 100% het pie, and so I knew that when it comes to making pies, I needed a visual. And when I saw her on Mike's Morph Market, I DM'd him on Instagram and said I want her, and he put her on hold for me till I paid her off. But yeah, I just love the pattern. I love mid white snakes more than high white or low white. I like my pies to look like pies. If it's low white, you know, most low whites, you can't tell that they're pied unless you flip them on their stomachs. And then high whites, they just look like bells with a little patch. And so I like the mids, and she was perfectly even in the pie markers. And like I said, she's been smashing food. She's been doing good for me very, very well. And I'm so happy to have her in my collection. She is amazing. And yeah, so this is Kora, my pastel pied, who is part of Project Pied and may be part of Project Dark Mode. We'll see, because I do want to make blackhead pies and dark pies. But right now, she's just part of Project Pied. I will figure out and strategically see how I might have to get like a blackhead head pied or something like that in the future, because I don't have that in my collection. But I will figure out how to utilize her in Project Dark Mode as well. But right now, she is just part of Project Pied. All right, lastly, before my camera battery dies, we have the queen of Project Dark Mode, the wonderful, the incredible, the adorable Maleficent, that I got from Pat at Dragon Soul Reptiles. She is a blackhead leopard red jean ringer jean, and she is amazing. Look how her iridescence. She is just top notch, top quality. She's what I fell in love with blackhead for, and leopard, honestly. And so I just love this girl, and she is the #1 of Project Dark Mode that I cannot wait to breed. I have some. She won't be the first one that I breed for Project Dark Mode, because I have some adults and sub-adults that's also part of Project Dark Mode. They will be in a separate video, but she is my favorite. I just love looking at her. I love her dark black eyes. She's just amazing. And she has an amazing disposition. She's super sweet, super adorable. Very food motivated. When you open her tub, you got to back a little bit, because she will try to strike, but it's only because of food. Nothing else. Once you get her out, she's not huffy. She's not hissy. She's just real dope. But yeah, I love her. That's it for this video. Because I don't want this to be too long. And so we will do a update part 2, probably update part 3, and we're going to do individual introductions to some snakes that y'all have no idea I have. That's part of our educational ambassador group that's strictly for education purposes, and pet only. Not going to be breeding, but they will get their own video, and you know, you get to hear their stories and what they're about. But anyways, I'm your host, Prince Elias. This is Maleficent. Back there is Corals, Facilier, Shuri, Esmeralda, and we are Creative Reptiles. We'll check y'all in the next vlog. Peace.